It's happening. It's happening. More lesbians in space doing necromancy. Let's go. Tone shift. We are in the prologue. And now, oh god, I don't remember if it's second person or which person it is, but we're in the tense where the writing is like, your room long ago plunged into complete darkness. Like that fucking thing where they're talking to us. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Hello, we're between jobs. Let's read more. Before we read more, last night at my second job, I read on my lunch break. We're alternating between like third person, like Harrow did this, Harrow the Ninth did this, etc., 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 and like the second person, like you. And I've noticed that's in like a lot more of the more emotional moments with Harrow. So I have two theories. Theory number one is that Harrow is dissociating because of all the trauma that she experienced in the first book. No spoilers, but basically, the way that you become a lictor, which is like the highest level of necromancer in this universe, is you have to kill your guard and then eat them, and then your soul like fuses with them. So like you're you, but you're also like possessed by them in battle. It was beautifully described because it was like, because Gideon was Harrow's cavalier in slash guard in the first book, and she did have to kill Gideon in like the climax, and it was really fucking heartbreaking because they were in love and it was so sad. But then it was this beautiful, like, Gideon's spirit is there holding the sword and, like, oh, it was so beautifully described. But my second theory is that this is Gideon's spirit in Harrow's body, like, telling her, being like, I took over for this moment because you're fucking insane, basically. You're kind of losing it, and I had to protect you type of thing. And it's really cute, and it's really sad, and very depressing, and I love it. Okay, hello, I'm awake. It's my day off. Let's binge read. But first, a recap. I read again last night on my break at my night job, and I got like 40 pages in because it was like, God, I think it was 11 p.m. when I took break. I don't remember, but I was exhausted. Anyway, I am very sad because, so there's this whole concept that's been introduced that like Harrow died and now she's like alive. Like she died and then she woke up and she has like letters that old Harrow wrote to herself being like, yo, in the event that you die, this is what's happening, this is what's going on, this is what the fuck is up. Because since she's immortal, I think every time that she dies and resurrects, she, like, I don't know if this happens a lot or if this is like the first time that it's happened or what, but when she's died and resurrected, she doesn't have memory of her old self, and that's why she's constantly throwing up, I think. I don't know. But if she doesn't remember her old life and she has letters telling her who, like, Ianthe is, all these other people are, then, like, does she remember Gideon? I hope she remembers Gideon. I think she remembers Gideon because they briefly mentioned, like, her first love and, like, being a cavalier and all this. And I really hope that she does. Also, when she, like, woke up and got, like, a note, read the note of, like, you have to, you have to examine Ianthe to make sure that she's real and like if her jaw is missing, kill her or things like that, or if her jaw's been replaced, it's not Ianthe, then kill her immediately so that don't swear her fealty to her, your fealty to her, and in order, but the letter is like, hey Harrow, this is your past self. Don't let her know that you're searching to see if she's like dead, or if she's like her an imposter or not. So the way that she does is she just fucking makes out with her, and Ianthe afterwards is like, and Harrow just plants one on her and then is like, you're real. I pledge my loyalty to you and my oath to you. And it was, my little goth romantic heart went pitter patter. Let me tell you what. Also getting so much like look into Harrow's backstory and like just all of her thing of like, spoilers for book one, but in order to have a perfect necromancer, Harrow's parents, who were like the ruling family of the ninth house, and the ninth planet, um, murdered over 200 children and sacrificed them so that Harrow could be the perfect necromancer. And Harrow is always like seen herself as like the sum of 200 dead children or things like that is what she says. It's very goth and very punk rock. It's really sad, but like her, that's why she like wants to be a lictor and wanted to be like the perfect lictor in the first book, and like why she was so driven and like oftentimes mean to Gideon is because she couldn't let down all those children that died for her, is basically the way that she thinks. But now we're getting like a lot of her story and her flashbacks and that, and I am just like, I think book one, Gideon the Ninth, was very punk rock, and that's just the vibes that Gideon gives, whereas Harrow is like punk has like moved into the emo land. Is that, so it's a lot sadder than the first book. I'm obsessed with Mercy. I love this bitch already. Okay, so these beasts, these monsters that were like in the first book but are like here, what it is the Emperor, apparently thousands, like, or a long time ago, there was this cataclysmic event that wiped out humanity. So this Emperor, who's like, they refer to him as the god that became man and then the man that became God, basically, decided to resurrect all of humanity. But in doing that, like with mass necromancy, but in doing that, he created these like monsters that are the ghosts of the old planets, and that's what they're fighting. That's why he's creating lictors now, is he's creating like an army of undead, like resurrected, like immortal beings to fight these things. I'm confused because like I don't know, the parts that are like not in third person that are in second person are very similar to, like, it almost feels like we're reliving the house canon in the first book, but Gideon's nowhere to be seen. And I know that it's not there because she has a new, because Harrow has a new cavalier named Ortis, but I'm very confused. Also, in the present day, Ortis just showed up as like the new, like, one of the like lictors, because there's 9 lictors, and like he just showed up as one of them. So I'm really fucking confused because he's kind of like this sniveling being in the old one, or in the memories and the flashbacks, but then he's like this hulking man of a person in the new ones. And he also has like the same like red hair as Gideon. So I'm really confused. I miss Gideon. Gideon's narration, like Gideon's point of view, is so good and just so funny. But I'm loving this book because it's such a different view on the same world. Like it's really cool how two characters can see the same world in completely different lights, and I really like that. And I think that's like a massive like testament to this author's ability. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Hello, friends. This is what burning the midnight oil looks like. It's been a week since that last vlog, or that last like vlog video. I have a night job on top of my full-time day job and my part-time other day job. So I haven't had time to really do anything, including sleep. So yeah, but basically, I finished the book. I fucking loved it. We'll just say that I was right about the tonal shift, and that was one of the coolest fucking things I've seen in a book. I just continue to be in love with this author's sense of humor in her writing, and also just the narrative style, which is so different. And just like the overall tone of these books is so fucking good because it's so just so punk rock. It's so punk rock. It's great. But yeah, no, this is another 5 stars. I can't wait to read the 3rd book. I'm gonna take a break because I haven't bought it yet, so we're gonna take a break there. Yeah. It was great. Go read Harrow the Ninth. Thanks again, Kyle, for recommending these books to me. Nothing better than lesbian necromancers in space. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, sweet dreams. I didn't mean that. I don't know what that means. It's fine. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go to work now because it's the morning. Until next week. I promise I'm gonna start reading more again. Until next week, this has been the Bye Book Boy. I'm saying bye.